So I live by my personal beliefs, and one of those beliefs is that the title of being a man isn't just given to a dude once he hits 18. It's earned through action and how a guy holds himself. I have a soft spot for cute things and shy people. Since I was a super shy kid growing up who pretty much buried his head in his 3DS whenever social interaction was a possibility, I see myself in a lot of these people and the people that are like that. I'm a year deep now into the relationship I have with my girlfriend. For my birthday, she wrote me a letter and it had these things that she really loves about me. And one of them was that I was a gentle giant. Now, there are tons of manly things a guy can do to be considered manly in the moment, but being a man is a constant thing. It's a balancing act of doing said manly things like being mentally and physically strong, doing things regardless of fear, and going to the gym when you don't want to, etc., etc. But see, what I never hear is the other 50% of what being man is, like being that gentle giant. And that's kindness, having a heart, buying flowers for your mom, picking up snails off of the dry sidewalk and putting them onto the grass. I know that's like super niche, but I really enjoy doing that. And I think, it's a really fun and harmless thing to do. So why not do it? But, anyways, the, I guess, climax of my point, I don't know how to word that properly, but the meaning to it is being a gentle giant is, in my opinion, the number one true definition of being a man, the number one true definition of masculinity. I want to start off this part of the video saying that every guy needs an outlet. We all have testosterone, which means our bodies need us to be working towards something at all times. But if we don't use that urge to be great, the urge will redirect itself elsewhere and do way more harm than it will good. I mean, shit, even the word urge is viewed more negatively now. Like, you tell me what's the first thing that you thought of when you heard me say that word. This is something that few of us were ever really clear on. Guys who grew up in the age of the internet were pretty much the lab rats of online content that fed off of our urge to do something and turn it into something that has cursed millions of young men. And dude, you know what I'm talking about. We have a natural need to move, reproduce, and be great at something, but yet big tech knows exactly how to feed off of that and turn you into like an immoral giga chud. But yeah, once you have that realization, you're aware that your urges can be utilized into being a workhorse for whatever passion you have. That's where everything changes. The mental and or physical strength that you get from pouring yourself into your passions and discipline is what gives you that ingredient to pour into the melting pot of masculinity. Focus and consistency over time creates a lethal belief system that has you locked in regardless of anybody else's opinions or thoughts, since your mind has now become unwavering. The two passions that I've put myself into right now, nobody can talk me out of. I'll listen to them, but I'm not going to consider what they have to say. An opinion is no match for the tens of thousands of hours I put into my craft so far, bro. So yeah, to finish off my first point, once you surround your life with something greater than yourself, your impulses for instant gratification become much easier to deal with and appear far less frequently. Being a jacked freak with mental strength stronger than adamantium will make you an insane human being, but to be a man is so much more than just like being hard. Half the battle is making the world a better place. In my opinion, women describe it best, bro. Don't listen to your uncle, beer in hand, talking about what it takes to be man. Listen to your mom, listen to your sister, your friend, or your girlfriend about what it means to be a man. Because they know ball. There's this trendy online phrase, I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I catch my girlfriend and like other girls saying this every now and then. Whenever they see a guy show manners or go out of his way for the convenience of someone else, they'll say like, a man. Like a man. I'm butchering it, but like, if you know, you know. But it's true. The other ingredient in that melting pot of masculinity is having a really soft heart under that hard exterior. And that can be broken down into two parts: doing kind things and having a kind heart. It's kind of like an external/internal thing. If you're jacked, like you have a physique that demands respect when you walk into a room, use that to be an example. People are going to see this big ass dude help an older woman carry her groceries to her car, and they'll want to do the exact same thing. Turn your intimidation into admiration. I mean, that's just like one example that I could name. I could name so many others, like holding the door for people, putting carts away in the parking lot, and just complimenting someone. When you uphold these external values for yourself, the people around you will trust you more with their burdens and with their safety. If you desire to be a man, this is pretty much the goal at the end of the day. I know like we kind of want to be admired, like we want to be seen as like a cool tough guy that's really nice. So I mean, to be fair, chicks dig a guy who gives back to the community. The lone wolf persona thing can definitely find you a woman, but I'm uncertain if it's gonna find you the one, like if you know what I mean. My girl only mentioned the kind-hearted things I do in the note that she wrote about me. Also, FYI, obviously, sometimes people are just kind of mean. Like I've been flipped off before for no reason. I got cussed at on the road for things like I didn't do, and made fun of when I was younger. But over the past year or so, I discovered something that kind of changed my perspective on how to handle those situations and altercations, is that words are free. The most disciplined person and the most stinky chud both have access to the same exact words and phrases. So my thought process is this. If you don't need to earn words, why be affected by them? Dudes can be the most heinous people ever if you let them. So if you hold yourself to any level of respect, why would you consider the words that came out of Mr. Chuddington in the first place? Like this quote-unquote Mr. Chuddington could say whatever he wants about myself or my girlfriend or literally anything, and I'm sure he'd invoke like some emotion in me, but I'd quickly calm myself because I don't have any respect for this random dude, and he hasn't used anything against me that he's had to work for, so I have way too much respect for myself to even consider any of the words he's saying and take it to heart. Like they're just words. But something you should be mindful of if it does happen to you is making sure everybody nearby you or the person you're with, if you're with a person, isn't feeling uncomfortable or like feeling harassed. Like it is in public, so you should be focused on, everybody else's well-being. Mr. Chuddington could be saying like whatever he wants to you, but all you need to think about is like, is the person with me? Like, I don't know, is my girlfriend okay? Like I'm going to make sure she's okay. I want to make sure she's out of this situation. People around me, are they doing okay? Or is this guy bothering them? You should never really give a shit about what he's telling you because you shouldn't be offended by it. If you're going to be a gentle giant, you need to always consider these people around you, even if, the altercation's happening at you. I don't know how to word that better. But yeah, if he's like unwell or he's like getting louder, you need to try your best to diffuse the situation before it turns into something that's outside of just you and him, Mr. Chuddington, that is. Like if he starts like getting physical and could put other people at danger, these are things you need to think about. So all you need to be thinking of is just diffusing it. What I said is like hyper specific. It's kind of crazy. And it's really difficult to practice. But if this were to happen, it's important for being a gentle giant. I think another more applicable example if someone were to like road rage at you on the road, you kind of just laugh to yourself afterwards. Because, obviously when people do things that they haven't earned, like flip you off or like cuss at you or something, like you shouldn't really take. Editor Matt here. I'm about to get clocked by this troll. So just, yeah, offense to it because obviously they didn't earn it. Like, how do you think this person could be just like Mr. Chuddington? So to sum everything up of what I just said, what I just like overly yapped about is just have a lethal grip of your emotions. So the second part about being kind is kind of not really talked about. It's just having a kind heart, pretty much, is what I already said. It's so much more than doing good deeds. It's your genuine reaction to life. And I'm a dude, so I know sometimes it's cool to be like the head down kind of guy, like the lone wolf type shit. We were all kids once, I just want to remind you, who had favorite animals and toys. We're all born with a pure heart. You just need to breathe some life into it if you haven't already. Invest yourself into relationships. Wear your heart on your sleeve. Feel sad when you see little ducklings cross the road. You can go, oh, like, dude, it's okay, fine. Let's be adults about it. It's adorable. I'm passionate about this, so I'm talking faster. I'm going to try to slow it down. But I want to mention that your grip on your emotions can loosen, but only if it's appropriate to do so. It's encouraged to be sad and overly happy when you feel like it, but when the situation needs you, or, more specifically, if someone needs you for emotional support in that same situation, you need to consider them first. Gentle giants feel too, but more importantly, they feel for the people who cares for. But yeah, that's it. I went on a bit longer about the kinder parts of being a man, but I did that because I feel like it's not talked about nearly enough as it should be online. But yeah, having all of those down as much as you can surely puts yourself on the path to being an incredible dude for your loved ones and community. If you were just doing it for yourself, why would you be doing all this in the first place? That's, I mean, how I think of things. Yeah, I hope you took something away from this video. God bless, and do something kind today. You can stay for the last, like, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds or so. If you want to see my ass get beat, sure.